now we find out if the audio's working. Aha! It is. Good. Okay. But we had to fix it, so there we go. The windows had it. How did that happen? I think a branch broke off and hit the window. I'd better get a broom. Yep, I think that's the culprit right there. Alright, let's see how everybody's doing down by the stream of consciousness. Oh, we can finally talk to the people over here this time. Haha. Hello, anyone there? What are you doing here? Are you part of the circle too? The circle? Forget about it. We don't know about no circle. We're just standing here to shelter from the rain. You should leave now. Okay, friends. Oh, right, I keep forgetting that's not a... Hang on. Sorry, screenshotting is harder when it's not in Steam. Anyway. Hey, Frog is still here. Hey, Frog, you still out there? In this weather? And there's no such thing as bad weather. The end of fall is often gray and muddy here. In many countries of the world, falling from the sky, water falling from the sky is a cause for celebration. But like so many things, this weather has its downsides. You're right there. It's cold and wet. Oh no, that's not what I meant. But I did lose my breakfast this morning, blown into the river. I was very much looking forward to my tomato sandwich. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I didn't bring any breakfast with me today. That's alright. Things come and go. No point crying over a soggy tomato sandwich. I'll just make 2 tomorrow instead. Then I'll sit by the river, like I do every day, with 2 delicious tomato sandwiches in my pack. Early retirement has its perks. Apart from the money, of course, but sitting by the river doesn't cost anything. Tell me, Finley, what drew you to the river? Your stream of patience. Helping. It feels good to help. When the people around you feel better too? Exactly. And when you feel better, do you find it easier to make them feel better? Yeah, I guess so. I think I shouldn't let things or people get to me too much, even Dr. Krakowski. Is that what you think? Yes, I'm certain. Wow, stream of consciousness. Stream of consciousness. Thanks, Frog. Nice little breeze last night, huh? You could say that. The storm threw my window right open. Gave me a good scare. Took my houseplant out too, unfortunately. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad it wasn't any worse. They were pumping water out of some folks' basements this morning. And St. Ursula's, oy vey. What? What about it? Haven't you heard? Half the hospital was swept away by the rain and wind last night. Made a heck of a racket, apparently. Half of the hospital, you say? Oh, at least. So if I go over there now, only 50% of it will still be standing? Alright, maybe it's not quite that bad. But something happened, I know that for sure. Really? What? No idea, just rumors I heard on my rounds. Haven't seen it for myself yet. I'd better hurry up then. I hope it's not too bad. You know, you really shouldn't believe everything you read on the internet. That's how World War I got started. Hey, it's Alfio. He's got his hat. Alfio, it's good to see you. I was worried something had happened to you. That was some storm, huh? You're telling me? Woke me up right when a branch hit me in the face. Don't even get me started on my socks. I've only got one dry pair left. I had to hang the rest over a fence to dry off. At least you're okay. That's the main thing. I've had worse nights. I've got a bit of a sore throat, but I'm about to treat myself to a hot coffee. Besides, I find the sound of rain soothing. Be careful not to catch a cold, okay? You got it. I'm guessing you're off to work. I'm sure the bus will turn up soon. Yeah, I'm gonna walk today. Stay dry then. That's the golden rule, especially when you don't know when you're gonna dry off again. Well said, Alfio. Ah, help! Let's go. What's up? Nothing. Oh, my heart, please don't scare me like that. Okay. I'm just waiting for the pump. My basement flooded last night. All my winter clothes were in there. They're all ruined now. But I'm glad everything else survived intact. Okay. I guess we'll stop in this way first, and then we'll go back up and talk to those folks. Because it's a slightly shorter path, I think. Hey, Finbert! Freshly showered, I see. You can say that again. Quite a lot of rain got in. Is all your stuff all right? I'm afraid not. Oh, what happened? The plant that you gave me. It fell off the windowsill last night. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it, Finley. It's a shame about the plant, of course, but it's not your fault. All you did was give it the best spot in the apartment. You couldn't know it was going to end up being so hazardous. You're not mad? No, of course not. I'm afraid I don't have a suitable plant at the moment. But if I can, I'll get you a new one, I promise. Okay. Everything's a bit of a mess here too after last night. The first thing I'm going to do is get everything straightened out again. And I need to get to the hospital. I hope everything's all right there. So I'm going to check in on Maggie, and then I will double back and go the other way so we can talk to everybody else. There was heavy rain throughout the local area last night. Strong winds and flying objects have caused significant property damage. There have been isolated cases of minor to moderate injuries. Poor visibility and slippery roads led to many traffic jams and a number of accidents. Oh dear. Storms. A garbage disposal guy's worst enemy. You know what storms love to do more than anything else? Blow over garbage cans. It's already bad enough trying to get people to keep all their recycling separate. We don't need all this as well. Still, I like to look on the bright side. More squats for me. Great for the quads. When you say garbage disposal guy, I wasn't thinking, like, trash man. I was thinking repairs garbage disposals. But that's on me. So. Hey, it's Mia. Hi, Mia. This must be the first time I bumped into you just out on the street. I think you're right. I wanted to go shopping before work. Besides, I love the air when it rains. It really fires up my senses, you know? Alright, well, don't let me keep you. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon. Yep, see you soon. Huh. Larissa, what are you doing here? Thought there was no school today. Sure isn't. I'm treasure hunting. Looking for storm treasure. I used to do this with my dad, but he's away right now. You can find great stuff lying around after a storm, because it throws everything around like crazy. I've already found a blue rubber band and a Viking playing card. I can't wait to see what else is hiding out here. That sounds cool. Just look out for falling branches, okay? A good treasure hunter always remembers to look out above and below. Right on. There you are again. I had another idea for my comic. Want to hear? Sure, I can't wait. Okay, cool, haha. So, here we go. The story is set on the distant planet of Porcupine 8. Our brave heroine Magatha is about to wake up in her bed. It's a beautiful summer morning. It smells like the grass, raspberries, and warm air. She hears a noise and opens up her window curtains. Suddenly, her breath catches in her throat. And... what comes next? Shoot, I could have written it down, or I should have written it down. But I always have to take so many notes at school. It's no fun. No problem. I think I know what comes next. Really? What's next? Alright, here goes. She opened her window curtains, and she spotted a huge monster in the distance, the planet's queen standing in front of her door, or a black hole in the sky. Let's do the queen, because last time I did this, I did the black hole. Yeah! Her name is Queen Khaki, the most powerful queen in the whole universe. The queen and Magatha are best friends, because she saved the day a lot. And after her adventures, she'd always be invited to the throne room, where they had a punk band playing and an all-you-can-eat buffet. All-you-can-eat buffet? Okay. Sounds amazing. Yeah. But the queen is really sad, because Prince Polenta, her son, has been kidnapped. For real? Yeah, by none other than her worst enemy. Who could it be? Lord Tempe. No way. Yes way. The super evil Death Rider of Death. That sounds serious. Yeah, super serious. Queen Khaki asks if she can maybe rescue the prince. And without missing a beat, Magatha grabs her things and leaves. Where's she going? Straight to Lord Tempe's evil fortress of fire, where she keeps Prince Polenta, or is it where he keeps Prince Polenta prisoner? Wow, that sounds exciting. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm done. That was exhausting. That was awesome. I'm so curious about what will happen next. Tonight, I'm gonna think up more stuff. I can't wait. Alright, so now we've gone that way. We need to go back the other way and talk to other folks. I really love rain. It's nice and cold. And wet. It doesn't taste nice though. But it's great to play in. And you know what's even better? When it rains, it makes puddles. I love them even more. Hey, it's our friend. Quite the little weather front, huh? Glad to see you didn't get blown away. The water in Pebblestone River hasn't been this high for years. Another couple of inches and it will burst its banks. Do you know anything about Pebblestone River? This would be the perfect day to learn more. Sure, I'm all ears. Pebblestone River is the reason you and I are standing here today. Crazy, right? How just a little trickle of water can affect the fate of so many lives. The river doesn't just provide Porcupine with drinking water. People in the local area used to use it for transport too. Do you know that the Pebblestone flows right into the sea? And from there, out into the world. The river has always been important for agricultural reasons too, of course. And do you know why it's called Pebblestone River? It was given that name by people who came here looking for precious treasure. They'd hoped to find silver or gold in the river. But they turned up nothing. Nothing but flawless pebbles. That's because the Pebblestone's waters are the cleanest in the world. Trash does end up in it now and then, unfortunately. But aside from that, you won't see the slightest hint of pollution in there. Fascinating, isn't it? We've got a lot to thank this river for. Cool. It's not Gustavo, it's not Giovanni, it's not Giancarlo, but it is an Italian name beginning with G. I'll get it eventually. The sign got blown away. Shame. What sign? You know, the Gilbert sign, the old oak one. Must have been real windy last night. Do you want me to help you find it? Nah, don't sweat it, it'll turn up. Not the first time it's gone walkabout. Give it a couple of days and it'll be hanging back in place good as new. That'll be the ceiling stopped leaking in Ma's room. Oh yeah, that wasn't great. But she saw the funny side at least. That's Ma for you. Almost never gets angry, but when she does, whoo boy, you run for the hills. I feel like she ain't being totally honest with me right now. How so? She acts like she's doing great, but her eyes say different. I wasn't on shift yesterday, but I'll check in on her later. Inflammation of the lungs can be hard on a body, especially at her age. But she'll be alright. Right, she's always been alright before. I better get looking for that sign. Could be stuck up a tree just waiting for me to get it down. Happy hunting. Giuliano, that's what it was. How am I supposed to get that huge branch down from up there? You have a ladder in your truck? Say afraid not, but I'm heading into town. Maybe I can borrow a ladder from Giuliano. Can I pick up that trash? Let's find out. No. How rude. Those are some hefty chunks of rubble. We'll need to break out the heavy machinery for this one. Could you hurry it up a bit? There's still a risk of injury to my staff and patients here. Yeah, I'm on it. No need to, just need to call my colleagues. We need to fix this as soon as possible.
Are you blocking Shannon?
You over there, when can we expect this to be cleared up? Cleared up? I don't know about no clearing up. I'm just here to assess the damage. Why do these things always happen to me? Rudy, Ollie? Rudy? What are you doing out here? What? I'm not Rudy, I'm Ollie. Okay, sorry, what are you doing out here, Ollie? You should be in bed. I just wanted to see what's going on. Take a look at this, Doc. It's sick. All the same, you're still contagious. Okay. Can I tell you a secret first? Okay, what? I'm not Ollie. Maybe you don't need to run the sprinklers today if it's raining. Just saying. The building's pretty old, right? I bet it'll blow away with the next gust of wind that comes along. Oh no, why am I sweating now? Is the ceiling going to fall on my head? Stay calm, breathe, everything's gonna be alright. Phew, that's a relief. Nothing happened to the snack machine. Then again, that thing will probably outlast all of us, even this building. And its contents will be preserved forever on the last record of life on this planet. Hey, did I stutter? There's a general meeting in the cafeteria. I'm going. I've never had a meeting here. Must be something important. Hope the patients are alright. Do you know what's going on here? Just a moment, folks. Okay, now we're back on. So here we go. Karl, do you know what's going on here? Nope, not a clue. The whole time I've been here, we've only had one general meeting before. And that was about the missing leg. The what? Oh, funny story. Surgery screwed up. Cut off a patient's leg. Nasty, but a normal operation. What was the problem? It was the wrong one. Oh! By the time they realized it had already been taken away for disposal. A nurse got there just before it was thrown in the garbage. They managed to reattach it. But the healing process was no fun. And the whole thing cost the hospital a fortune. Ever since then, we mark the left and right limbs with a felt pen before every operation. Well, we know which one is left and right. You just gotta mark which one is operating on and which one is not. A simple solution, but it prevents expensive mistakes. Oof. Yep. Oh, dearie me. I wish I was back in my lab. I don't have all day. I hope Dr. Theobald has a good reason for all of this. Hey, what's up, guys? What did you make of Mr. Heydrich's announcement? What do you want us to make of it? Yeah, what? We're never in the building anyway. Even if the roof caves in, we'll be alright. Yeah, exactly, Aunt. Besides, we keep our noses out of the business side of things. Driving ambulances, that's our job, and that's how we like it. Full throttle. Oh man, what voice was I doing for our chef? What's all this? I can't work under these conditions. My first customers will be here any minute. Nice to see you, Mr. Glendower. Are you doing okay? Same as always. Don't ask stupid questions. I just made myself fresh coffee. If the suits don't hurry things up, it'll be cold again before I get to it. Hey, you're already here. Yeah, my shopping didn't take too long. And then I got the bus straight here. Any idea why we've all been called here? I think it's about the damage from the storm. Did you see the huge chunks of rubble lying around outside? Yeah, do you think that's why they've called us all here together like this? Do they want us to clear the rubble away together? Perhaps. Hopefully that's the worst that's happened. Maybe the building's unstable. If that were true, don't you think we'd be having this meeting outside? You're right there, I guess. Again. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. Oh, I think it's starting. I've got a really bad feeling about this. Oh, I'm sure it won't be too bad. Let's get near to the front. Oh, here we go. It's Mr. Heydrich, not Dr. Theobald. Thank you all for coming. I realize we're all very busy, so I'll be brief. First of all, you'll notice Dr. Theobald isn't joining us for this meeting. There's been a lot going on today, and our chief physician has a few matters to attend to. As such, I'll be speaking on his behalf today. As you may have noticed, certain irregularities occurred in the hospital building last night. I understand there is some concern. However, I would like to take this opportunity to assure you that the damage does not pose a danger to either the building or the people therein. I have already received an assessment, and the damage is only superficial. So it's not all that bad, right? Nevertheless, this incident will once again draw the eyes and ears to us. St. Ursus has come under repeated criticism in recent months. This incident, small as it is, could stoke our critics' fires. With that in mind, on behalf of St. Ursus, I would ask you expressly, if a person or a member of the press asks you about the damage, please refrain from making any statements and come straight to us. In such times, clear and unambiguous communication with the wider Porcupine community is essential. We will be happy to answer any questions you have at that time, or at any time. But for now, let's get back to work. I've taken enough of your time already. Time that should be dedicated to our valued patients. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day, okay? What do you make of all that, Karl? What a load of nonsense. A lot of fuss about nothing. And now we've got even more work than usual to catch up on. See you upstairs, kid. You okay, Mia? I don't quite understand the announcement. It's not like the storm was the hospital's fault. Our poor patients will be waiting for us. I know that voice. Mr. Heydrich, do you have a minute? Come in. Those piles of rubble in front of the door. Do you think they'll be gone soon? Ah, you're worried about the hospital's reputation too. Very good, very good. The staff should be as concerned as we are. No, What is it then? We can't get past them with the wheelchairs. It's kind of a problem. Oh. Yes, of course. That hasn't escaped our attention either. We'll take care of it. Not great. There we go. Dr. Krakowski, there you are. Where else would I be? I do run this ward, after all. Well, I didn't see you at the general meeting. No meeting is important enough to leave our patients unattended. I already spoke to Dr. Theobald this morning. So I know what's happening, and I would ask you to comply with the instructions of management. We need to do our part to ensure that everyone here can do their work in peace. Speaking of work, I've updated your file. I wish you a productive shift. Mrs. Econ was the challenging one today, I think. Well, we'll see. Can I help you? How do I put this? It's a little embarrassing. There is no need to be embarrassed. I don't think that music went down well this morning. I'm afraid it made me throw up. I'm really sorry. Don't worry, people throw up here every day. Do you need something? I don't know. I'll try to close my eyes again. I'm always so tired after breakfast. Hello, Finley. Did you have a nice weekend? Yes, thank you. A little stormy. How do you like the new room? Well, I missed the waterfall a little. But now it's raining cats and dogs in front of my window, so that's something. That must have been the storm. Strange, isn't it? When the sun is shining, water drips from the ceiling. But when the real storm comes, the building stays pretty dry. Yeah, it's kind of ironic, isn't it? Do you know if the hospital has dust trolls by chance? Dust trolls? I don't believe I've heard of those. I'd be happy to enlighten you if you have a moment. Sure, I'm all ears. Alright, let me tell you about the stormiest night of my life. It was a stormy fall night. Picture it, Sicily, 19 whatever, yeah. And the rain was coming down in buckets. We had to tie everything down to stop the wind throwing it about. Little Juliana was still at the bar with Gilbert. I could only hope that they were both okay. I was home alone nailing boards to the windows. The whole house was shaking, but I secured what I could. Unfortunately, that didn't include our porcelain windmills. Though they were ugly old things, to be honest. Anyway, I made the best of it. I fired up the stove and cooked the only thing that helps on a stormy night like this. A hot cinnamon cocoa with an almond crust. I curled up in a blanket and settled into my favorite armchair. Then suddenly the whole house rumbled and a bundle of twigs fell on my head. I was just about to throw them in the trash when I heard these little voices. Hey, what are you doing? She wants to throw our house in the trash. What's she thinking? They shouted. The sounds were coming from the twigs. There were these little creatures living in the bundle. They called themselves dust trolls. They came by that name because they liked to collect dust from around people's homes and use it to sew clothes and blankets. We chatted for a while. Unfortunately, their home had been damaged, so they asked me to fix it. I didn't have much to hand. Then the dust trolls saw the broken windmill. That ugly thing? Was it that ugly thing? I asked, but the trolls liked it. So I glued the pieces back together and set it up in the hallway. The trolls were beside themselves. They partied all night. Right on until the storm had passed. And guess what? Since that night, I've never needed to dust again. The dust trolls have done it for me. I even decided to buy a second windmill and put it up at Gilbert's. It saved me a lot of time over the years. All of which I spent happily in my armchair, wrapped up in a blanket with a hot cinnamon cocoa. There's nothing better. I should see if any dust trolls want to move in with me. They'd be a huge help. Well, I'm afraid I don't know exactly how it goes about getting them to move into a house. It seems to just happen. Do you think Gregor Glendower knows about this? Oh yes, I know he does, in fact. It was his favorite story when he was young. Should we take a look at your lungs? I was hoping my story would captivate you enough to make you forget the work. But I can see there is no getting around it. I'm a little exhausted anyway. I'd like to rest my eyes for a spell. I'll make it quick then. Alright, here we go. Hang on. Hang on. That didn't go correctly, so I'm gonna redo it. Sorry about that, folks. Let's try that again. Because I got my button mappings mixed up, as I sometimes do. Hence the old press X to not die thing, where X can be on any of the keys. It's the top one on Nintendo, it's the left one on Microsoft, and it's the bottom one on Sony. So there's a lot to get through. I'm not going to read this again. Actually, I wonder how it is on a keyboard. That would be an interesting question. Let's find out. Now we go back through it again. What? Hang on. Something's weird here. Because how do you go? Alright, we're back to the keyboard then, because I don't know how to go up and down in that. Unless it was the mouse, maybe? Ugh. Will not do a bad job on Mrs. DeCalma. It's too important, dang it. Alright, here we go. Now remember, X is left. Hey, still got an A. Alright. Not my best, but crucially, got an A. Your lungs are stable, but the inflammation is still there. Bed rest is the order of the day now, okay? Let the antibiotics do their job. Well, I'd rather keep moving. I know, but please try for me. And you need to drink a lot so your mucous membranes can defend themselves against the bacteria. Okay. You've had a rough night. Try to get some sleep. Once my son has been to visit, I'll lie down straight away, I promise. It seems he didn't manage to come by yesterday. I'm sure he'll be here soon. And don't worry, you'll be back on your feet in no time. Hey Rudy, how are you today? How's the self-inflicted food poisoning going? I'm feeling better, but I almost threw up again when the hospital started shaking last night. Can you keep it down, please? My head. He's just jealous because I'm fit and healthy again. I'm telling you, Doc, it was like an earthquake. When the roof came down, everyone jumped out of their beds to see what was going on. It was sick. I bet. A good thing you're not so sick anymore. Totally. Haha. I even had breakfast this morning. That sounds good. Still, take it easy and stay in your beds, okay? Sure, it's just like so boring here. I want to sleep. Alright, let's take a look at your readings. I think we can adjust your medication already. Awesome! Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, maybe we don't want that. Hang on. So we don't need any more red yet, but we do need more orange. So 2, 3, 4, 5. And that puts us right at level for all of them. All right, here we go. And that's another A, baby. Excellent, we've got the bacteria under control. We'll give you some medication, but I think you can go home tomorrow. You're not infectious anymore either. If you can keep yourself out of trouble for a few weeks, you'll be back to full health in no time. Yeah, I'm way stronger than that stupid Shigella. Did you hear that, Ollie? I won again. Ha ha! Leave me alone, okay? I'll take a look at Ollie. Take it easy and try to get some more sleep. On it. Is everything okay? I feel so sick. Can't keep anything down. My head and stomach hurt so bad. You don't sound too good. I'll give you some of the same shot I gave you yesterday, okay? This should get the Shigella back under control. Sure, do what you can. All right, let's find our target. Yeah, there's the money right there. Just at the top section of the... Yeah, okay, got it. There we go. That should do it. Bingo. Everything hurts. It looks like your Shigella hasn't died down yet. Your body's still fighting it. Ouch. Come on. Don't be so dramatic about it, Alienator. Ali? He's not being dramatic. Your brother needs to stay here until his readings improve. But get some rest, Ollie. Try to sleep. We'll do another checkup later, okay? Okay. Your brother's really not doing well. So do me a favor, no messing around, okay? But, oh, he's not in any shape for excitement right now. Okay. As long as he gets better, that's the main thing. All done. Excellent. Right, let's see. Hey, I got a happy face for once. Hooray. Thank you, Finley. No problem. The work goes much easier when the weather's so bad. Take care, Finley. You must have sensed how tense the atmosphere is here. Sometimes the weather is a reflection of people's moods. What are your thoughts on the situation? That's no concern of yours at the moment. I'm going to get a cup of tea. Just be on your toes, more so than usual. Will do. Thanks for the heads up. To the break room. You're still here. You looking for something? No, I just thought I'd keep you company for a little longer. So friendly. Would you mind answering a few questions for me? As senior physician and your immediate supervisor, I suspect I have a certain obligation to do so. You may ask me a question. 1. What do you want to know? How did you end up at St. Ursula's? That's a rather personal question. But given the current mood, I suppose it can't hurt to open up a little. Might help to relax the atmosphere. When I graduated high school, I received a scholarship to study medicine. I had to move to a new country, learn a new language. My family used up all their savings to support me. I was one of the best in my class and was awarded my PhD just a few years later. I originally wanted to work in a large specialist clinic. I wanted to be really involved in the exploration of non-invasive treatment methods. Every clinic wanted me. Why didn't you do it? Strictly speaking, that's a second question, but I'll allow it. I had a professor and mentor who inspired me a lot at the time. His name was Dr. Hugo Theobald. He offered me a job as a junior doctor on his ward. That was back when it was on the 5th floor. And when he became chief physician, he was happy to offer me his position. That was a surprisingly deep insight. Thank you. Don't get used to it. You still have a lot to learn, Finley. So keep your eye on the ball. And now please let me enjoy a few minutes of peace. See you tomorrow. Interesting to know, given what we will find out later. Do 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 do. Good night, Mr. Glendower. Good night. No anecdotes? No wisecracks? No nothing? Not today, kid. I'm tired. Okay. Well, good night then, Ingrid. There you are. Have you two been waiting for me? Yes. Mia and I have been speaking. There's a really weird vibe here today. We want to go over to Gilbert's and talk it over. Oh, I'd love to come. Thanks for waiting. No problem. Let's get moving. It's already pretty chilly out. Hey, there's Mr. Glendower. Why is it always me who ends up clearing up these messes? Mr. Glendower, do you need help? Help? No, thank you. It'll only take longer if you try to help. Sorry, bud. Have a good one. The rubble's still here. No wonder, it must be pretty heavy. But I bet Mr. Hydrick isn't happy about it. Ah, it's all going down the drain. Hey, you three. Can I get you a coffee? Not for me, thanks. What about you two? I'm more in the mood for a beer. And I'm afraid I've not been sleeping well the last few days. I think I still need to give up caffeine. Oh well, worth a shot. Come by again sometime. I have the best coffee in all of Porcupine. Hey, Giuliano. How you three? You're all soaked. Hey, Giuliano, we need a drink, stat. It'd be my pleasure. Sit down, warm yourselves up. There's a free table back there. We'll take that one. No problemo. What can I get you? I'd like something warm. A warm drink. Sure, coming right up. Make yourselves at home. I'll bring it over. That's the stuff. How do you like your drink, Finley? Oh, it's great. That's what I like to hear. So, what do you think? About today, I mean. We don't normally have general meetings like that. Only when something really important happens. Like when a person or a body part disappears. Or if someone loses the keys to the medicine storeroom. Those are just made-up examples, right? Anyway. It's an old building. Bits fall off now and then. One year we had so much snow we thought the roof was gonna cave in. What did you do? Nothing at all at first. We were on call. If it had gotten worse, we'd have evacuated the hospital. There's a contingency plan for things like this. We have driven everybody over to the school gym hall. Why there? It's big, it's empty, plenty of power outlets, good access for the ambulances. So why call a general meeting over a bit of rubble? The roof's still intact. And this kind of thing happens in a storm sometimes. It's getting more and more common, especially in recent years. Maybe we should ask Dr. Theobald about it. Yeah, we could do that. Get a load of this, Patrick. Oh, sorry, get a load of this, Patrick. There we go. That's our table. What are these losers doing there? I was about to ask the same thing, Ralph. Disrespectful, you ask me. You said it. I know you three goons. You work over in that hospital, right? Or the hospital. There we go. Oh, and little Carly's back again. Still recovering from our last little chat, huh? What do you want? We want an apology. An apology? That's right. Patrick had an accident a few weeks ago. Got hit by some stupid woman bus driver. If I didn't have such quick reflexes, I'd be stone dead right now. We're sorry. Sounds like you got lucky. Could have been a lot worse. You like that, wouldn't you? Tell him, Patrick. Well, I didn't get away completely unscathed, of course. I had a deep wound on my arm and needed stitches. But instead of treating it properly, the hospital just stitched it up and sent me straight back home. 2 days later, it was like it was on fire. You can't imagine the pain. I had to take antibiotics. I can still feel it now. Yeah, I mean, you should have anyway. Yeah, and it's your fault. You bunglers. Well, we're very sorry, of course. But these things happen. We weren't the ones who treated you. We don't work in surgery. Believe us, we do our best for every sick or injured person that comes to us. And so did the staff in surgery. Complications can happen. It's not ideal, but it's not uncommon either. Huh. You hear that, Ralph? She admits it. It's their fault you're chronically handicapped. What? But You're not listening right, Ralph. Oh, right, yeah, now I'm the liar. You would say that. I'll tell you what. We should shut that place down. Throw all those idiots out. And tear the whole dump down. If you weren't all so lousy at your jobs, my wife wouldn't have been dead these past 5 years. Now you're messing with my best friend, too. And like that's not enough, you get to pocket all the insurance money as well. While we work our butts off day after day. What's up? Can't take a little criticism? Did you choke on your silver tongue? I know a good hospital for that. But it ain't in this town. Haha, good one, Ralphie. I'm sorry. Hey, look, the little cotton swab does talk after all. What did you say? Say it again. It's real loud in here, don't you think? I'm sorry about what happened to your wife. But these two didn't have anything to do with it. You know that. But what you don't know is how hard we try. Every day, every night. Sometimes we don't even get the chance to sleep. So come on, let's enjoy just one night out together, okay? Well, I accept your apology, but that still doesn't make up for the damage done to my friend. Let's see now. How's about you pay our tab for a year? That should cover it. You just won't let it go, will you? Maybe I should give you a smack in the mouth. Wouldn't be the first time. Just try it, wise guy. Karl, don't be stupid. Oh, you must be the boss around here. Bet you like ordering folk around, huh? That's it. Time to crack some skulls. Anyway, it's go time. You're not letting him get away with that. Time to wipe that grin off Ralph's face. Each fighter can attack once per round. Choose an attack and let them have it. Keep an eye on your health and magic points. What just happened? Ow. Ow. Hey, what the heck? Why can I not? I can't choose my... hang on. Apparently I couldn't do anything but rest that time? That's weird. Oh, I lost. Boo. I've beaten it before. Something went wrong in the beginning of that one, though. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. Hey, you klutz, can't you see my buddy's hurt? That's right. That's right, gravely injured. Ouch. This is ridiculous. Just look at those two. There's nothing wrong with them. Look at me. Don't see me complaining, do you? Come on, Karl, calm down. You want me to calm down? You hear the way that jerk was talking about us? I know, I'm angry too. But we're only playing into his hands if we start a fight now. Man. Ah! Breathe, Karl. Better? Better. Let's call it a night. It's probably better if we all go to bed. See you tomorrow? Yeah, sleep well. And Karl, you need to put some ice on that. Yeah. As far as I can tell, the outcome is the same whether you win or lose. I definitely did better last time and was able to beat both him and his friend. But hey, what a night. I can't wait to go to bed. Why the pale face? Not had your breakfast yet? No, I can't eat a thing. A touch of the old stomach trouble? You could say that. That's too bad. But a walk in the fresh air can cure most ills. That's what I always say. Are you cold? No. I've been out and about today already. Treated myself to a little something to warm me up. Booze? Come on, man. You know I don't touch that stuff. I was at the mall. Some console bought me a nice big mug of tea. Or candy sugar even. Life don't get much better than that. I feel like this is probably blocked off again. Let's see. Yep. But Frank's there. Finley, how goes it? Hey, Frank. Back by the river again? Of course. I couldn't leave you hanging. Leave me hanging over what? Over this. This? Our river meditation. Have you been feeling the benefits yet? Yes, absolutely. And take a few more deep breaths. And grab a thought from the stream of consciousness to help you flow through the day. Have you got one? Yep. Good. If you need more, we'll be here. The river and I. Frog? Finley? Thank you. Nothing to thank me for, young Finley. We're going to do things in the opposite order today, just to switch it up. Ever since Pina showed me the memorial figurines, I've seen the Glow Milk Woods through different eyes. It's good. sign back. No way I'm going in there right now. Even the thought of alcohol is enough to make my stomach churn. Not to mention what we put Giuliano through yesterday. That won't have been his first bar fight. But I doubt it ever gets easier. I hope you didn't see the bar fight yesterday. You bet I did. But don't sweat it. It's not the first time the folks of Porcupine have disagreed with one another over the centuries. You wouldn't believe the things I've seen. It's the Hibernation Festival tomorrow. Your big day, right? Yeah, my big day. One of many. But you'll finally be getting water again. That's good, right? Oh, yes, indeed. I feel dirtier than I have in a long time. A dirt that not even the rain washes away. You know what I mean? I think so. See you tomorrow. Hopefully the rain will stop by then. Can't wait. Toodaloo. How are things looking with the fountain? Do you think you'll be able to get it up and running by the Hibernation Festival tomorrow? Of course we will, kid. We'll get it all back in working order. But these old pipes really have seen better days. They need a proper cleaning, or replacing ideally. But hey, that's not my problem. But it will be. Oh wait, we're not going the rest of the way this way. Haha. Well, I guess I can go around the other way, and that might work. It's tricky. There's a lot of space, and there's no fast travel. I wish I had your hood today. Like I always say, there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothes. Can't say I agree, I'm afraid. Maybe that'll change with time. Did you see the facade collapse yesterday? That I did. Here I was deep in contemplation. Then, what were you contemplating? Life, the universe, my place therein. There are many other statues like me, you know, all around the world. And this got me thinking. If I were a statue stood in a building made of stone, would that be absurd? Could I feel at home in such an environment? A statue made of stone, surrounded itself by stone? Anyway, I'm glad the debris was removed quickly. It was a depressing sight indeed. Bah. Mr. Amani, don't you want to go inside? You're getting soaked out here. No, leave me alone, you scoundrel. I'm not going back in there. It's filled with murderous, backstabbing friends. Oh, sorry, murderous, backstabbing fiends, all just out for my money. Dr. Lumen, may I trouble you for a moment? What is it? I'm prepping for an operation. We've all been told to gather in the cafeteria. Management wants to make an announcement. And why should I care? I'm sorry, but all staff are requested to attend. Great. Oh, I can't go that way today. Oh, no, I gotta go all the way around. Drag. Especially because there isn't a way to fast travel. Oh no, I can't go back the other way either. No, Magatha! Missed my chance. But there will be other days. Hopefully. Good morning. Is it? I'm not too sure about that yet. I got a message for you. Dr. Theobald wants to see you in his office. And before your shift starts, too. He didn't look too happy. What? Why? Best let him tell you that himself. Good luck, kiddo. Does not keep Dr. Theobald waiting. You can find him in his office on the second floor. Right. Can't even check down there to hear the scuttlebutt. Unfortunate. Ah, there you are, Finley. Mia. Karl. Thank you for coming. We all have a lot to do, so I'll get right to the point. We heard about what happened last night. Karl was only defending himself. It was a personal matter. Unfortunately, we don't quite see it that way. Personal matters can also have an impact on your job. But Dr. Theobald, you weren't there. I'm not going to be the fall guy just because this place is coming apart at the seams. That's enough. I've already spoken to Dr. Krakowski and Mr. Heydrich. I don't like to do this, but under the current circumstances, we need to show that such actions come with consequences. Karl, you're on leave until further notice. Sorry, what? A little distance ought to do you good. But now for you, Mia and Finley. I'm also issuing you a warning. This will be recorded in your files. Excuse me? But I expected better of you two. This was on the very same day that we had expressly requested that the situation not be allowed to get out of hand. Let this be a lesson for the future and for all of us. Please understand, I don't like this any more than you do. But as chief physician, I'm liable for any incidents involving my staff. And when one or more people misbehave, it reflects poorly on all of us. Now please, get back to work. I hope you have a successful day. This is so unfair. Karl, It's okay, kid. It was a dumbass thing to do. I know that. Maybe a short vacation will do me good. Give me a chance to calm down. Think about a few things. I'm just sorry you guys got dragged into this. I don't think you did anything wrong. Sometimes that ain't the point. I'm gonna head out. Maybe I'll go out for a nice leisurely breakfast. I haven't done that in years. Hey, do me a favor? Sure, what do you need? Keep an eye on our ward, will you? We don't have enough staff as it is. I'm sorry I'm making your workload even worse. It'll be fine. You get plenty of rest and sleep, and then you'll be in top shape when you come back. You got it. I'll check in with you later. I look forward to it. Maybe now I can go to the basement? Let's find out. Nope, still no. Isn't Dr. Krakowski here? Sure she is. She's pretty much always here. She's in the break room. Dr. Krakowski's been keeping her head down more than usual right now. Must have a lot on her mind. Thank you. I'll go there and start my shift. Yeah, you do that. Where have you guys been, anyway? I've been rushed off my feet all morning. We got called to Dr. Theobald's office. Looks like we'll have to do without Karl for a while. We'll have to do what now? Has he been fired? No, but he's not going to be in for a few days. Oh, well, that's just great. Exactly what I needed right now. Guess I better stop wasting time chatting with you then. Back to work I go. Okay, see you later. Sorry, Sandra. Dr. Krakowski, you won't believe what Dr. Theobald said. You mean about Karl being put on leave? Yes, exactly. How did you know? I assumed that was how the conversation would conclude. The issue was raised in the organizational meeting this morning. I was also told about the incident at Gilbert's. It was clear that the incident could not pass without consequences. Not these days. Dr. Krakowski, if I can just explain, there is no need to explain anything. You know exactly how I feel about it. And you also know how imprudent your behavior was, given our current situation. I didn't do anything, but I understand your feelings. Believe me, everyone here does. The frustration, the short fuse, the thin skin. It's all very understandable. Nevertheless, I support Dr. Theobald's decision. This is not the time to indulge in such provocations. We didn't. Karl was a good nurse, the best we have, I would say. This makes it all the more important that we compensate for his absence. Focus and do good work. I will try my best. Thank you, Finley. There's another chance with you. Okay, have a good shift. Blah, blah, blah. This is the hardest one. There you are, finally. I needed to make an urgent phone call. I was meant to be meeting a client 4 minutes ago. If I make them wait any longer, there'll be serious consequences for me. Really, I don't have time to be in here at all right now. First of all, good morning to you. You're Mrs. Van Galen, right? Sonia Van Galen, that's right. And you came to us yesterday with some symptoms. Would you like me to take a moment and explain again how you're feeling? Dizziness, heart palpitations, headaches. A sensation of swimming in a deep black sea but never reaching the shore. Same as usual, basically. I'm sure you're familiar with the condition. Same as usual? Well, more or less. The sensation has intensified over the past few days. Sharp chest pains, moments when I didn't quite know where I was or whether I was awake. A colleague advised me to get it checked out after I fainted twice yesterday. Do you have any pills you can give me? I don't think this is a problem we can solve with a few pills. Let me just take a look at what's going on. Alright, but please don't take too long. Not too bad, only missed one. It's easy when you remember which button is which. Your heart rate is incredibly high. To start with, you need some rest. Alright, I guess I can rest for an hour or two. Just give me the pills right now, or do I need to go to the pharmacy? You should stay here today for observation. Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. What did you just say? You need to stay here for the time being. We're going to give you some medication and monitor you for now. Please take the medicine 3 times a day at meal times. That means today at noon, tonight, and to be on the safe side, tomorrow morning. That could be tricky. I don't eat in the morning. Then you should make an exception tomorrow. All right. So what was that? Twice a day, right? 3 times. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I never used to struggle with numbers. But right now I can't even remember my phone number. But I'll set a reminder in my phone for the pills. There's no need for that. We'll do it for you. But you need to avoid stress, okay? Try and switch off. Don't make any phone calls. And do not work. I'll try. Alright, let's take care of Mrs. DeKalma next. Oh, that's not the right one. Hello, Irma. How? It's going to snow soon. Just in time for the Hibernation Festival. You think so? No. I know so. I can feel it in my bones. My limbs always start tingling like this when the snow's on its way. That's how I know it's the first day of winter. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little wistful today. My lovely roommate was discharged this morning. I suppose that's made me a little lonely. How are you doing, Finley? Same as always. Is something bothering you, my dear? Oh, just everyday life. I see. I could tell you a short story to cheer you up. Why don't you start by telling me how you're feeling today? Oh, that can wait. Do you have a few minutes to spare for the older lady? I'm all ears. Would you like to make yourself a tea first? In this weather, it's important to take the time to get cozy. Thanks, but I'm okay. Doing my rounds has warmed me up. Alright. Now, where to begin? Before little Juliana was born, I used to travel a lot. When I was young, I was doing an apprenticeship and renting a small room in Sandalwood. One beautiful spring morning, I was strolling through this lovely little flea market. I found a beautiful old globe there. I bought it right away. I placed it in my room and I decided right there and then I was going to visit somewhere on that globe in real life. So without further ado, I started making plans. I packed some clothes, a little something to munch on, of course, my travel journal to record my journey, and last but not least, my 3 lucky dice. I didn't have much money at the time, so sticking to the bare necessities suited me. One cool spring morning, I set out. After I crossed the first couple of borders, my stomach was growling. I had no money left, of course, but I did have my lucky dice with me. I walked into a fancy restaurant, one that served the finest food the country had to offer, and I challenged the owner to a bet. If I rolled a higher number than she did, my meal would be on the house. I lost. I spent the whole next year working in her kitchen, scrubbing my fingers to the bone. I'd also promised her one of my lucky dice. After a year of hard work, I managed to work my way up to co-manager of the restaurant. But my journey wasn't over just yet. I'd had more than enough of the restaurant business by then, so I continued on my way. I didn't need money. I relied on my intuition and my 2 lucky dice. It was the dead of winter, and my shoes weren't as waterproof as they used to be. So I called a cab. I challenged the cab driver to a bet. If I rolled the same number as he did, he would give me a free ride. Wherever I wanted to go and however long I wanted to go there for. I rolled the dice. I lost. That's how I met my next boss. His name was Gilbert. I spent 2 years driving people all over the country. Didn't get the chance to get out of the car much myself though. But I still had a lovely time and Gilbert and I got on like a house of fire. After 2 years we closed the cab company and hit the road together. I kept the second lucky die hanging from the rearview mirror of my cab the whole time. We traveled wide and far until one day we pulled up in a dreamy little town called the Porcupine. It was my birthday, so we headed to an old tavern to celebrate. We had a great time staying up until almost sunrise. The owner of the tavern was an elderly gentleman and we soon got to talking with him. I challenged him to a bet. If we rolled the same number 3 times with our lucky die, then he would let us have the old tavern. But on the 3rd roll, disaster struck. The die fell off the table. Gilbert went to pick it up and then slammed the back of his head into a light fitting as he got up. He spent several weeks at St. Ursula's. The hospital was still pretty new back then, you know. When he was healthy again, he took my hand. We looked at each other, the same thought in both our minds. We wanted to stay here, in our little Porcupine. Forever. We scraped together our savings, we worked hard, and 3 years later we had enough money to buy this small tavern. Anyway, that's how the story ends. You shouldn't always rely on your luck, but it doesn't hurt to give it a shot. At least not most of the time. You've seen so much of the world, Irma. I did my best. As it turned out, my favorite place wasn't all that far away. How about you? What about me? Where's your favorite place? I don't know yet. That's alright. You'll figure it out eventually. But you've still got some work to do, unless I'm much mistaken. Sorry, yes, actually. Okay. Foot, tooth, bone, brain. Of these, one is in the right place and one is in the wrong place. Okay, so. Okay, blood, eye, stomach. So 2 of those and 1 of these, but none of them are in the right place. Okay. Hey, we got it in 3. Wow. Pretty good. Your fever's gone down a bit, but some of the symptoms are more severe than they were a few days ago. Should I be worried? We'll manage it. I'm going to talk to the senior physician. Thank you. I guess I'm going to miss the Hibernation Festival this year. I'm sorry, Irma. I was hoping we'd have you back on your feet by then too, but this inflammation's proving stubborn. That's okay. I've seen plenty of Hibernation Festivals in my life. One more or less won't make a difference. You'll be going though, I hope? Yes, I have night shift tomorrow, so I'll check out the festival beforehand. That's good. Is it your first Hibernation Festival? Yep. Wow. I hope you can enjoy it to its fullest. May I be so bold as to ask a favor of you? Of course. My son, Giuliano, he's always so busy on the day of the festival. I was wondering if you could bring me a hazelnut candle. Porcupine's Hibernation Festival is the only place you can get them. You'll be making an old lady very happy. If I find one, I'll be sure to pick it up for you. I promise. Thank you very much. I'm tired, and you must have a lot to do. Have fun tomorrow, Finley. I'll see you afterward. You get some rest, Irma. See how you boys doing. Hey, you two, how are things? I'm doing great, Doc. I can't wait to get out of here. Yeah, but I'm not leaving without Allie. I get that, Rudy. Just keep a little distance, okay? Allie still needs to rest. Sure thing, Doc. How are you doing, Allie? Not bad. I even managed to sleep for a few hours last night. Can I leave today? I want to go home with my brother. Slow down, Allie. Let me check your readings first, okay? Yeah, okay. All right. So blue goes all the way to max. So we have to do that. Now we need to drop orange by 2. Bring red up by 3? No, just by 2. Okay. Yellow needs to go up by 1. Green needs to go up by 2. Red needs to go up by 2 as well. Okay, that's 4 things, and that puts everything at the right levels. Great. You'll love to see it. So? What do you think, Doc? Is Ollie healthy again? Not quite. Oh. But we've got your bacteria under control now, too. You should be feeling better again soon. Phew, really? Yes! Allinator! Coming back in the second round to beat the Shigella on points. Yes, good work, Ollie. Rudy, you'd better go home now. Give your brother another day of rest. Sure thing, no problem at all. Do you hear that, Ollie? Soon we can go out and have fun again. Yeah. I'll need to finish my rounds. See you later, you two. You betcha, Doc. Sure, Doc. I'm gonna stay here for a little while. Of course, take your time. Hello. Greetings, hard-working fellow citizen. Hello, Karl. I wanted to see how things were going. I just can't keep away from you guys. Everything's okay so far. Everyone's a little tense. I'm also in the middle of my rounds right now. Let's catch up properly another time, okay? That's a fabulous idea. I was just sitting here drinking a nice hot coffee when I got the urge to go out and do something. I could use your help. If you have the time, meet me at the supermarket after work. At the supermarket? Yep, I'll explain everything to you there. I'll have to hang up now. Busy day, you know how it is. Sandra, what's up? I'm sorry this is putting more work on your plate, too. Don't worry about it, Finley. At least I'm getting my steps in. We'll get through it. How did it go today? Not bad. It's been pretty quiet, luckily. Could be because of the Hibernation Festival. How do you mean? The Hibernation Festival is tomorrow. You know that, right? Yeah, and what does that have to do with the ward? I can't explain it exactly, but the Hibernation Festival is important to the people of Porcupine. It reassures them, gives them strength. Some see it as the most important day of the year, and every year you can see it in the condition of our patients. At this time of year, they seem somehow less sick. Wow, must be a really important festival. I've already heard so much about it from everyone. You're on the night shift tomorrow. Go and check it out. You might like it. I'll stop by before work. Are you going too? No, I'm afraid I don't have time. Also, I don't want to. Just do me a favor and don't get into any trouble, okay? Yay, happy face. Happy Hibernation Festival tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening? That's right, I'll be on the night shift too. So get some rest and make sure you're nice and fresh for tomorrow. Is there anything else you need today? Can you check on Irma? You mean Mrs. DeCalma? I'm keeping an eye on her readings, and I'm going to check on her again later. Have a good evening, and do try your best to avoid any major accidents. I'm sure you'll find plenty of opportunity between now and tomorrow night. Had to stick that barb in there, didn't you?
Have a great evening.
You too. Staying much longer today?
A little while, yeah.
Well, I hope you can wrap up soon. See you at the Hibernation Festival tomorrow?
I couldn't imagine anything more beautiful. Truly, it would be a dream come true. But, looking at the new shift rota, I guess you'll have to manage without me.
Too bad. Hope you have a good day anyway.
You too, kiddo.
Rudy, what are you doing down here? Waiting for my ride? I wanted to get something for Al. He said he wanted something chocolatey. But the candy in the vending machine looks really gross. Tell me about it. There's a good chance it'll eat your money without giving you any food also. Really? What a ripoff. We're going to get something sweet now. Check out the second floor. That's where the executive floor is. They have their very own snack vending machine there, with only the sweetest, most chocolatey delights. Whoa, really? I've got to see that. Thanks for the tip, Doc. Hey, Finley. Rough day, huh? You could say that again. You want to come over and cook in with me tonight? Yeah, maybe I'll feel better once I have something in my stomach. Great, I'm looking forward to it. Why is this so zoomed in? Well, let's go to the supermarket first. Need a few more things before we start. All right. Really is a pretty game. I wonder why he isn't following. It's weird. Ah, there we go. Is Magatha here? Maggie, rather. Whatever. Maggie! Hey, how's the adventure going? Hey, there you are again. I spent the whole night thinking about the story. That was so much fun. I couldn't sleep at all. But my mom wasn't happy about it. I just couldn't get out of bed today. Almost missed breakfast. Really? Yeah. So, how's the story gonna end? I can hardly wait to hear it. You want to know what I thought of? Definitely. I need to know how she rescues the Crown Prince. Okay. So she leaves immediately. The evil Lord Tempe's flying fortress is built far away from the town. So his fortress can fly? Yeah, sure, that's what makes it so evil. Are flying things more evil than non-flying things? They are in this world. I understand. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. No worries. She traveled for 2 whole days and 2 whole nights. That's when she spotted the flying fortress on the horizon. Everything near the fortress was empty and dead. There were no trees or flowers growing anywhere. Rivers of lava ran down from the walls of the fortress. Everywhere you looked, there were dangerous spikes and lasers. And Lord Tempe's guards were stationed at every corner. She thought about how she could reach the fortress. She took off her backpack and began rummaging through it. And she found... And what happens next? Don't stop now. I haven't really thought about it, all the cool stuff she can do. She's a heroine. There has to be something she's really good at. Shoot, I really thought I had it. No problem. Let's brainstorm together. Yes, please. That always works. Any ideas? Sure, let me think. She might be an athlete. Nah. That doesn't sound like her at all. You have any other ideas? Engineer, magician, trickster. Let's do engineer. With a screwdriver and welding goggles. Yeah, an engineer. That's super cool. She's really good at building things and robots and stuff. Wow, I love our heroine. She's just the coolest. Right? The greatest engineer of Porcupines 8. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So what's Magatha's plan? She took off her backpack and began rummaging through it. She spread a blanket out on the ground. On it, she arranged various bits and pieces. Bolts, gears, springs. She began to tinker with them. In no time at all, she had constructed a wondrous gadget. What was it? A really special staff. What makes it so special? Just wait for it. The staff was slightly smaller than she was. She put her feet on two little steps protruding from its sides. Then she pulled on a rope and the whole thing started clattering. Suddenly, it got smaller. The staff tightened. And with a loud sploing, the staff catapulted itself high up into the air. And with it, our heroine. Wow. She really knows her stuff. Told you so. It took her only one leap to land safely on the tower's balcony. That's where Prince Polenta was kept prisoner. The guards couldn't reach her now. She spotted Prince Polenta, who was tied up in one corner of the room, asleep. When she came closer, he woke up and started panicking. "It's a trap!" he shouted. And behind her, he appeared from thin air. The Dark Lord Tempe. Spooky. He drew his sword and readied himself for battle. He attacked, but she deflected a strike with her pogo stick. A fierce battle began. Prince Polenta could only watch. It seemed like Lord Tempe had gained the upper hand, but then she pushed the button on her staff once more. It tightened. Sploing it made, and Lord Tempe was catapulted out of the window. She returned the prince to Queen Khaki. There was an all-you-can-eat buffet, and the punk band played their greatest hits. During a quiet moment, the prince came up and asked her to marry him. She said, "The end." Wow, I really did it. I wrote the whole story all on my own. You did really well. Hee hee. That was so much fun. Thanks for your help. But I hardly helped at all. It was you who made it happen. I can already picture the panels. Wait a second, I'm going to start drawing immediately.
This is a reminder.
Oh, it's 7 p.m. Look, I finished the cover. Ta-da! The Legend of Magatha. That looks awesome.
This is a reminder. Feed the cats.
This one's for you, since you're my co-author and all. Wow, thanks so much, but don't you need the cover? I'll just redraw it. It's going to be awesome. Soon I'm going to have my own comic book. Good luck, Maggie. I'm going to buy it as soon as it's out. Hee hee. Hooray. We helped Maggie write a comic book, and that's great. Oh, the store's still open. That's good. I was worried we'd end up ordering pizza after all. There's a pizzeria in Porcupine? I don't know, actually. I cook all my own meals. Luckily, we don't have to find out today. Yep, I'm gonna pop in now. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. It should be real quick. Okay, maybe I'll wait outside then. The air's doing me good right now. Any requests? Whatever you feel like. I trust your judgment. Great, back in a minute. 35th Hibernation Festival. Music, dance, and fun. Are you passionate about cooking? Enter Porcupine's famous stew contest. Here I am. Mia, have you seen this poster? Oh, hang on, folks. Band time. Okay, much better. About the Hibernation Festival? Yeah, of course, they're all over town. You think we can make a stew today, too? The posters really got me craving one. A stew. I was actually planning to make stuffed parsnips, but sure. We'll make stew today. We don't even need any different ingredients. You're the best, Mia. No problem. Should we go now? Yes, please. By the way, I don't think I actually know where you live. Huh? Guess we still don't know each other that well yet. I don't live far from here. This way. Oh, no way, you live here? Yep. I'm glad we're not cooking in my apartment. What do you mean? Nothing, never mind. Let's get started. I'm starving. Wow, that looks expensive. Please don't touch it, Finley. But, no, don't lick it either. Okay. It's so bright. So many books. All great works that everyone should read. Why am I such a bad reader? I have 3 favorite books, which I read over and over again. Maybe there's something wrong with me? Wow, your apartment is amazing. Thank you, I haven't really gotten used to it yet. I'm trying to make it feel like home, though. But how can you afford it? Don't we earn the same? Have I been ripped off? No, we have the same salary. But weren't you going to help me cook? What? Oh, yeah, sure. Let's get started. What do you want me to do? How about you prep the ingredients? Do you have a lot of experience with cooking? Well, I haven't starved to death yet. But it's not one of my most refined skills. No worries, we'll work it out. I've already washed the vegetables. I've selected an incredibly important task for you. Oh wow, what is it? You need to chop the ingredients. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Many people underestimate the importance of slicing correctly and preparing the right quantities. But my recipe has to be just right so all the flavors complement each other perfectly. I'll give you a piece of paper with all the instructions. Please try as hard as you can to cut the right amounts, okay? Sure, no problem. I can do it. Super easy. With my eyes closed. Don't do it with your eyes closed. No knife work with eyes closed. It's dangerous. Cooking is art. Mia needs the right amounts of ingredients. Look at the list to see how much of ingredient you need and try to cut them in the correct place using the action button. The display on the scale shows the total weight of the ingredient. The right half of the ingredient will be weighed for the recipe. How does this work? So 65 out of 130. So that's just about half, right? Oh, close. So this needs 40 out of 65. So that'd be a little more than a third, right? $45, that was close. Okay, so this is 90, so that's a little less than half. Maybe here? That's 60? How are they counting? Alright, so 60 out of 75. That's most of it. What? 20? Oh, it's at the right side. I'm getting these opposite. Oh, terrible. Okay. This would be 75 at the halfway mark. Which would be here, I guess. So... maybe here? 50. Eh. Five out of 20. God. Lettuce. Okay. 200. That's most of it. So we'll do here. 160. Ah! Terrible. Terrible. Didn't do any of them right. That was incredible. I didn't know you were such a good cook. Now I feel bad for making you eat with me in the cafeteria. Don't be silly. The food there isn't that bad. Sergey knows what he's doing. But thanks, I'm glad you liked it. You did a great job helping out. Wow, you humor me. It's almost as if I prepared the ingredients myself. I liked it too, thank you. The goal with the vegetable chopping was to get the right proportion of the vegetables, and I forgot, I was measuring from the left and you're supposed to measure from the right. The good news is it doesn't really matter how well or poorly you do, so. Also, hello Hanapengu, glad you could join us. Hold on, it's the Hibernation Festival tomorrow. So? The stew contest. You should totally take the part, or you should totally take part. What, me? No, I couldn't. I'm sure that's just for the pros. Mia, you are a pro. If you put a stew like this on people's tables tomorrow, you're sure to win. You're serious, aren't you? As serious as my belly is happy and full. Okay. Okay, I'll do it. And you'll win. Yeah, I'll win. Yeah. Phew, I'm super excited right now. It's gonna be great. You want a hand with the dishes? No, thanks. I have a dishwasher. Are you sure we're on the same salary? Alright, then I'll be on my way now. Thanks again for the invitation. I feel much better now. I'm sure I'll be out like a light when I get home. I can even sleep in. I'm on the night shift tomorrow. I'm afraid I'm on an early, but I'll see you at the Hibernation Festival afterward. I can't wait. Oh, I don't think I'll ever need to eat again. I've got stew coming out of my ears. Good night. Wow, I haven't slept that well in ages. I guess my body needed it. No crazy dreams, no thunderstorm, just sleep. Hmm? Finley! Oh! Happy Hibernation Festival! Thank you, same to you. Oh man, I'm already super excited. And I'm way behind on my preparations too. Things have been really intense this year. What did you have to do? What do you think? I'm responsible for all the exquisite decorations, of course. You'll love it. They're so beautiful. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pick you up. There's something else I wanted to show you. Then we can head to the town square together. Sounds good. Yeah! I can't wait. All right, let's go talk to Alfia, though. Hello, my friend. I hope you have a great day ahead of you. Are you going to the Hibernation Festival later? I don't think so, thank you. Not in the mood? Mood's got nothing to do with it. I just don't like crowds. Okay. Well, no pressure. I'll just look forward to seeing you if you change your mind. There'll be some delicious stew there. I've already tasted some of it myself. Ah, the stew contest. That's true. Well, maybe I'll sleep on it again. Thank you, Alfio. Now, with the burden of having played this game already once before off stream, I know what happens, and I hope he doesn't make it to the festival. Because so far the game's been pretty cheery, with only hints of a little bit of things being bad behind the scenes. Hello, Frog. Hi, Finley. How are things? Getting by. You? Getting by. Susie brought me a letter earlier with the day's mail. My sister isn't doing so well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. She's having financial trouble, so she asked if she could move in with me for a while. Unfortunately, I live in a one-bedroom mobile home over in Sandalwood. Even more unfortunately, she's the most annoying person I know. I see. Have you replied to her yet? Yeah, if she's on the train right now, she'll be here in 3 hours. Oh, so you're taking her in after all? I want to be the frog who helps her sister out when she's in need. Even if we do fight. If two twigs stick together, they'll have a better chance of holding out against the current. A true stream of consciousness thought. Not bad, young Finley. Right? Not bad at all. Not wrong either. And if things get too stressful, I could just move all my things over to the riverside. Okay, cool. Alright, we've checked in with the people we need to check in with. Let's go to the festival. And much how Harfest was a key moment in Night in the Woods, the Hibernation Festival in this is also a key moment, but for very different reasons. Stuck. Oh, let's stop by my shop first. There's something I want to show you. Okay, I guess we're doing that. I guess that we're making triangles now. Alright, I think I will break when we get to the festival. That'll be a good place to pick up next time. But first we'll do this part. What do you want, kid doctor? Unless you got some plum pie, just leave me alone. Got it? Hello, friend. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Is everything okay? Yes, no, I'm nervous. What's going on? Chloe's competing in the stew contest today. That's a good thing, right? I'll be keeping my fingers crossed for her. Yes, a good thing. Cross your fingers, take the paper off the roll. Check the caps on the pens, lock the register, turn off the lights. I think I've thought of everything. Is everything okay? Yes, I think so. Today's an important day for Chloe. She's going to be defending her title in the stew contest. Everything needs to be perfect. I'm looking forward to tasting her recipe. See you there? Okay. Ta-da! What do you think? I made this just for today. Oh wow, you really didn't clean up the paint that I spilled. Of course I didn't. Look how beautiful it is. What do you think of your masterpiece? My masterpiece? You're the one who painted it. Yes, but your contribution was essential to the whole. That makes it a collaborative work of art. You could even call it performance art. Does that mean I get a share of the proceeds? We'll negotiate the details another time. I mean, it's not like I can just sell this artwork to a collector. Because you're emotionally attached to it? Because my store is physically attached to the wall. Oh. Right. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. But while you're here, why don't you come into my store with me for a minute? I've got another surprise for you inside. Ta-da! Cleanup party! Cleanup party? Is this the second surprise? Yes, haha, just look at my store. I was up all night painting that mural, and I was thinking since you're such a nice person, maybe you could help me tidy everything up. That way we'll get to the Hibernation Festival in no time. All right. Yay! Your job, my super kind friend, is going to be to clean the floor. Let's go! Would that it were this easy in real life, right? How's it looking? I'm done. Superly duperly. Fast as lightning, Finno. Ready to head out then? I was ready the moment I walked in here. Yeah! To the town square, to the Hibernation Festival! Look, see the trees back there? Seem familiar at all? That's the Glow Milk Woods. So it is. I recognize them anywhere after our last trip. Yeah, I know what you mean. The woods are special. They are at that. Alright, so it just saved. This is a good time to stop. Alright, thank you Hana Pengu for tuning in at the end. So next session will be the Hibernation Festival and its aftermath, which will take us into the third act of the game, which is where it turns into full-scale medical drama thing. And it otherwise, because it's been too cozy so far, we need to ratchet it up a little bit. So, until next time, good night out there, whatever you are.